Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with the Superstars of Wrestling Review Series for May 22nd, 1993. Some notable things. The debut of the Smoking Guns in ring, at least on television, at least on Superstars anyway, might have debuted on another program within the organization, maybe on Challenge or something, but here for Superstars. Smoking Guns debut, Billy and Bart Gunn. Of course, Billy Gunn still a member of the wrestling business all these years later. Almost 27 or so years later, still here in a national company. In this case, AEW as an agent. But anyway, Billy actually starts and does some chain wrestling with Dwayne Gill. Gill and Chris Duffy. Duffy is a New England independent guy who did some jobs over the years for WWF, and so I got a chance to meet him a few times before his untimely passing several years ago. Anyway, and we kind of ultimately see good tag work by the Guns. Guns come in, double backdrop, and they are brave because they're wrestling in boots and jeans, and I can't imagine that's very comfortable. I mean, I get it for their character, but jeans not having a lot of give when you bump, I wouldn't imagine. Anyway, arm drags and such by Bart Gunn. Gunn here through about 98, 99 or so. And Billy here for a lot longer than that, so long-term guys here. Billy Gunn tag back in, gets a body slam there. And then we see a pile driver, backdrop pile driver by the Guns. Victory for them. Update on the night of upsets. Basically, we are highlighted by the fact that, in fact, Shawn Michaels loses the Intercontinental Championship to Marty Jannetty. Jannetty coming back for what is the third or fourth time. Also, we see that the 1-2-3 Kid has defeated Razor Ramon after getting highlight to the fact that I don't even know that he was named the 1-2-3 Kid yet. They named him a bunch of things. I think the name of the 1-2-3 Kid comes a week or two later. But the Kid defeats Razor. Razor certainly unhappy with this. That develops into a storyline over the next several weeks, which we will continue to discuss, but obviously this is the way they bring Sean Waltman, a.k.a. the 1-2-3 Kid, into the organization. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Jerry Seavey. Bigelow, who is weeks away from having what I think would be one of the highlight moments of his WWF run, either run actually, and that is going to the finals of the King of the Ring with Bret Hart, in a match that you have to go out of your way to see if you've never seen it before or you haven't seen it in a while. Super match from the King of the Ring 93. Definitely worth taking a look at. As a matter of fact, that whole tournament for Bret Hart, I think, made Bret Hart at another level, in all honesty. I'm not a super Bret Hart fan. I enjoy Bret, but I was always a Shawn guy over a Bret guy. But one of my favorite nights for Bret Hart was that night. Clothesline by Bigelow, and Bigelow hits a few, headbutts and basically begs his opponent to get up. Goes to top rope, hits a headbutt, and goes and does it again. Basically, Bigelow really dominant in this one. Face-to-face. Yokozuna does his face-to-face. He basically says he's going to squash Hulk Hogan. It's Fuji says this. Been unfair, but Hogan's going to be done at King of the Ring. And Mr. Perfect talks about wanting to get rid of Shawn Michaels and, to a lesser degree, Lex Luger. Crush and the Shawn Michaels match here for the King of the Ring qualifying spot is up next. They do pretty okay, actually. This is better than their match at the King of the Ring tournament. Personally, for me, I didn't like the King of the Ring match for them. Crush uses his power early. Michaels, to his credit, bumps all over the place for him, and Big backbreaker as Crush normally does. Michaels' facials and selling is phenomenal here. Winds up in a bear hug. Michaels, bit of a comeback for him. Manages to try a clothesline, can't get where he wants from it. And Crush walks all the way around the ring, says he's going to dump Michaels over the top rope, but dumps him back into the ring. I mean, he holds him in the air for a good 30, 45 seconds. Does Crush, and finally dumps him right in the middle. Impressive power. Michaels does get sent with a clothesline, over the top rope and to the floor. They brawl on the outside. They come back to the inside a bit, and Crush manages to get sent to the outside himself with a what ends up being a missed tackle in the corner, followed by a knee to the spine, and Crush and Michaels go to the outside, and there is a double count out here, so that doesn't go well. Another debut after the King of the Ring report. Hulk Hogan with another promo, basically saying that, on location from Florida, which is where he's living at the time, basically saying in a couple of weeks at the King of the Ring he's going to still be the champion. He's only coming back to put an end to Yokozuna once and for all. Hogan wearing all black, which for Hulk Hogan in that area is kind of an interesting thing. He's sitting on a motorcycle that's been custom done. In front of the water, Bret Hart and Razor Ramon are your opening round match at King of the Ring, which is one of Bret's better matches at the time period, and another decent match for Razor as well for the time period. Bret basically says King of the Ring is going to be his time to shine, and he's ready to go. Hacksaw Duggan and Bam Bam Bigelow are going to fight Tatanka and Lex Luger also in that main match. King of the Ring qualifiers to continue. Hennig and Doink must have a winner. Doink is amused by this in a promo, and they're going to do that on Raw in the next little while. Johnny Polo presents Adam Bomb against Bert Santino. This is the first time that we have seen Adam Bomb on Superstars, and so Adam Bomb, of course, Brian Clark, who doesn't get nearly the credit that he should for the time. He's around for a couple of years. Doesn't really get the full-on push that many people thought he should have. He was massive at the time and a big deal coming off some time in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. He's really kind of powering the guy around. Bert Santino, by the way, I got the chance to meet. One of the first guys I met outside of Rick Fuller. Rick Fuller was the first national level guy I ever met. Still love Rick to this day. One of my favorite people that I ever met in the business was Rick Fuller. I think he's a guy who could have gone so much further in WCW or somewhere. But anyway, Bert Santino's another guy that I had met talking about 97, 98 when I was working independents. And Bert was a very quiet guy, but he loved the business and without a doubt had a following with the Hispanic community in New England and the tri-state area. Of course, 90s independent wrestling, so much different than what we're used to today. Anyway, clothesline over the top rope back inside by Adam Bomb, and of course using a power bomb as a finish. What else would he use? Bomb gets a victory, and Johnny Polo, aka known as Raven later, is congratulating his man. Hacksaw Duggan back in a match with the Brooklyn Brawler. Duggan still here as I wouldn't say main babyface, but I'd say tier 2 babyface, and the fans are solidly behind him, and his waving of the flag continuing to be patriotic and the like. He, goes for a few punches, body slams, and the like on Brawler. Brawler goes to the outside. Duggan hits a back elbow, sends him down to the canvas. Duggan hits a vertical suplex and manages to get, clotheslines, body slams, and the like. Finally hits the All Glory clothesline, 1, 2, 3, victory for Duggan. And we go to the final segment, which is a face-to-face between Bret Hart and Razor Ramon. Razor basically says Bret's going to lose at King of the Ring. They argue over whether Razor quit when they fought before at the Royal Rumble a few months before. Razor said he was saying he wanted to continue to the referee, not that he quit. Bret said he will give up again in the sharpshooter come the King of the Ring in a couple of weeks. And that is the close for this particular episode. We'll be back with more right after this.